What's happening, everybody? Back at it for another video. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Um, Welcome back to another video on Daren and Luna's channels across all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Your energy exchange is welcomed and loved and appreciated more than you know. Um, we are so grateful and so thankful. And I just got done doing a channeled message from the Divine Council of Nine, and it was all geared and surrounded by we are always being guided, always have support, whether it feels like it or not. You're not here alone. You never have been alone. You never will be alone. And it's just all about you trusting the process, trusting just where you're at and where you are on your journey. Because again, it doesn't matter where everybody else is. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It just matters where you are and what you're doing. And that your guides, your angels, your support team, your higher self, source is always here supporting all of us every step of the way. And just remember, man, this experience is not for the faint of heart. And a lot of us have been completely disconnected from source and or our guides and angels, and just thinking that we're walking around and we're in physical form and that's it. And we have to do everything ourselves and nobody's supporting us. No one's we have some people don't even have family in physical form or anything, or friends or anything. And it can get to a point where you truly feel like you are alone, like you are doing this journey alone and there is no support whatsoever. But just remember that there is, and you would not have chosen to come here if that was the case. It may feel like it, but it is not. And why I'm saying this is because your guides and your angels are always bringing forward messages and trying to get your attention in all different ways, shape, or form, whether it be getting you to go to a class or something happening where you have to reach out to someone maybe you haven't spoken to in a long time. There is so many things, uh, so many things happening behind the scenes that we cannot even see or conceptualize with our minds. And we just have to continue to trust that our higher selves know what the heck is going on. And our bodies are always trying to bring us back to balance. And uh, there's so much support and so much help and so much guidance. And yeah, they step in. Yeah, they're helping. But they're only bringing you messages. And if you don't tune in and trust the messages you're receiving and actually follow it, then it gets less and less or much more difficult to actually notice or receive the message or messages. So, with that being said, it takes practice for a good majority of people. There is a handful of people, a percentage that is tuned in and tapped in and has been their entire life. And then there's the majority that has been suppressed and told that it's not true and it's fake and it's not real. And so we've had to work very hard to connect, to tune in, to receive these messages. And so the more that you can, and I speak about a lot of this a lot on the channel, becoming friends with your higher self, channeling with your higher self, talking with your higher self throughout the day, communicating, asking for things. Show me this, show me that, help me with this, help me with that. Like not just one and done where you ask one thing when you're in dire need of help, and then expecting to be tapped in and tuned in and, hearing the guidance. It's like it takes you building a friendship with your higher self, you know, which means listening to the messages and trusting the things you're receiving. The more and more you do, the more and more you will receive, um, the more it will become much easier to receive the clarity and the insights than when you don't and you just try to pray or ask for help in a moment where you may be on your knees versus like constantly and continuously asking for help and asking for guidance and 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 being like, hey, how are you today? What are you up to today, higher self? And you can define this higher self with a name if you feel called to. And you can, test and verify if that is something that is okay. Is this name that I'm going to use for you, for my higher self, something that resonates with you and with your higher self, you know, not thinking it's a joke or it's laughable or, oh, I'm talking to myself or blah, 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 because I promise you, you have to be tuned in and tapped in to continue to receive the guidance and the clarity and the insights. Because, as I said, a lot of people, majority of humanity has distracted themselves from it, um, resisted it, pushed it away, um, not wanting to communicate because they don't believe, because they've been told that maybe they were, when they were younger, talking with these voices or what they were hearing or the knowing, and they got uh, negative feedback, which then pushed them away from that deep connection with their higher self, their guides, their angels. So I've talked about this many different times on this channel, and I'm talking about it again, as it is so vital and so important for you to develop a friendship, a connection with your soul, with your higher self, so that you can receive more insights and clarity and understanding going forward, because you will need it. It is so vital and important to be in touch with your higher self, to be in touch with your soul, to be in touch with your body and listening to the messages and the guidance you're receiving. This is not for the faint of the heart going forward. It is for warriors and warriorettes, and you have to really be tuned in and tapped in. So start practicing now, man. You don't want to wait till the shift in consciousness happens and you're left behind. No one's going to be left behind, but it's just going to be more challenging, more difficult if you are not tuned in and tapped in. Okay. So I say this with the utmost urgency, not to put anybody in fear. It's just the time is now. Stop waiting. Stop playing around. Stop distracting. Start communicating with your soul, with your higher self, with your angels, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to call your higher self. It's up to you. You're the one that has to do it. No one is going to do it for you. There's no savior out there. And I say this with great urgency, again, without fear, just so you're aware, just so you don't say that no one told you, no one informed you. Well, I'm here, if you're watching this video, and informing you to make friends with your soul, with your higher self, with your guides, with your angels, with source, not just when you need something, not just when you hit rock bottom, but on a daily basis. I love you all, man. And listen, I didn't say it at the beginning, I'll say it now. We have a event, and it will be it's $44.44. It's on Eventbrite. You can go to www.darenandluna.com/links. It's on the 27th of February. It is Kundalini Activation. It will be an hour and a half. And all the instructions are on Eventbrite. You will receive a Zoom link. I'm not sure when they send it out, but it's very close to when the event is. It's again on the 27th of February at 10 a.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. It is selling out fast. So definitely don't waste time and don't wait till the last minute, because once it sells out, it sells out. We're not adding more um, spaces, as we're capping it at a certain number. So you don't want to miss it. The 13th already sold out. It's closed off. It's done um, for this month anyway, of February. So definitely get over to www.darenandluna.com/links and look for the February 27th event, Kundalini Activation. Click the button. It will take you to Eventbrite. You can check out there and you will be set and ready to go for this powerful activation and sound journey. Bring your headphones. Make sure you have a comfortable, quiet space. It's going to be powerful. The session is an hour, and then we have time afterwards for everyone to share their experiences. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a dance party in the beginning, then we get into the sound journey and energy journey, Kundalini activation part, and then we will have time to communicate with one another, sharing our experiences. Again, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be powerful. It's not been done where you have two practitioners, so two facilitators, as powerful as me and Luna. Um, and we bring forward light language as well during the session. It's just something that, again, not many are doing and have done. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be powerful. February 27th, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Join us for this powerful event, this powerful activation. Do something for you. Take care of you. And I hope to see you there. I love you all, man. Follow us, subscribe, comment, share. Join us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. And go to the website, darenandluna.com. Scroll to the bottom, submit your email address so that you can receive the calendar and newsletter every single beginning of the month. So you can, in fact, join us on these amazing offerings that we will continue to be offering each and every month. I love you all. I will see you in the next video, somewhere on a live, somewhere around the world. Until next time, from my heart to yours, take care of yourselves and each other. And don't forget to breathe. Until then, I love you all. The time is now. Let's go.